Hello, my name is Melissa Smith, and I'm running for the Montana Legislature, and I would be representing House District 20, which is the south side of Great Falls from the airport all the way to the Air Force Base. This is my first video cooking with the candidate. I have been posting on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook my recipes that I've been making, the food that I've been making, showcasing local products. And I've been doing this for a long time because no matter where I've lived, I've always tried to eat locally and really explore some of the terrific food opportunities you have in different parts of our country. I'm very fortunate right now to live in Cascade County, which is part of what's called the Golden Triangle. And the Golden Triangle is one of the best places in the United States to grow wheat and barley and alfalfa and lentils. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today, are these fantastic lentils, which are grown by Timeless Seeds. And they are located in Cascade County near Power, Montana. I first ran across these lentils about a decade ago. I was visiting Great Falls. My family lives in Havre, and I was at a little store called 2J's. And I saw this display of all these amazing grains and lentils. There were pink ones and green and black, and there were black garbanzo beans, and there were regular garbanzo beans. And this is just naturally kind of a food that I love to eat. And so I was just smitten, and I bought every single variety that they had in the store. And then I spent a couple of years cooking with all of them, and I just had such great success with them. They were so delicious. They were huge hits at parties, especially around Halloween when you could have black garbanzo beans and scary black lentils on composed salads and things. So really a tremendous, wonderful product. And if you don't know about Timeless Seeds, there's a wonderful book called The Lentil Underground. And in The Lentil Underground, it tells the story of this farmer who about 20 years ago went back to his family farm near Power, Montana, which is in central Montana. And he was getting a lot of pressure to grow grain in a certain way and use certain pesticides. And he just decided that he wanted to go his own way. And after research, discovered that maybe lentils would be a perfect thing to grow here. They're drought tolerant. You know, we don't get a lot of rain in central Montana. And they make their own fertilizer. And they're absolutely delicious and very nutritious for you. There's so many nutrients in lentils, and they're not that expensive. So it's really one of those perfect superfoods that's not only good for you, but it's good for the environment, and it's good for the soil. It's good for everything, right? So today, we're going to make a dish based on a French recipe for cooking lentils, which the Barefoot Contessa, I'm adapting it from one of her recipes. And I'm going to be using a cup of these delicious black lentils. And then I will show you how to turn this product into a really stunning dinner entree that will impress your guests, and you will not believe how easy it is to do. Let's cook. So what I've done is I have taken 4 cups of water, a cup of lentils, a turnip cut in half, and a sweet onion studded with cloves, and I've brought this to a boil. And then now I'm lowering the heat, and I'm going to simmer these lentils for about 20 minutes until they're nice and tender. So the lentils have cooked now, and they're all done cooking, and they're nice and tender. And I drained them. I took the onion out and my turnips, and then I just drained them. And what I'm going to do is right now is I'm going to add these really nice hot lentils into a vinaigrette that I made. And this is a dill mustard vinaigrette because what I'm going to put on top of my lentils for my dinner party is a beautiful piece of smoked wild Alaskan salmon. So I wanted to have the mustard and dill because I thought that would be really nice with my salmon. Okay, so I hope you can see that the lentils here have been mixed with the vinaigrette. And you want to do this when the lentils are hot because they are going to soak up all of this vinaigrette, and they're just going to have so much flavor after all the vinaigrette is soaked up. If you were maybe going to put a different type of protein on top of these lentils, you might choose a different kind of vinaigrette. Also, if you were using maybe them for a side dish, you might saute some carrots and leeks together and put those in with the lentils when they're cooking. And then add that mixture to your vinaigrette. If I'm putting a chicken breast on top, I sometimes like to use the same spices that I'm using in my chicken. Say if I was using herbs de Provence or lots of lemon and thyme and garlic in my chicken, I'd maybe make a lemon thyme herbs de Provence vinaigrette. And if you don't know what herbs de Provence are, they are an amazing, amazing spice. I will get it out here. You can find these in downtown Great Falls at Pizzazz, and they have all these wonderful herbs that have been dried. Oops, this is hard to do with my, there we go. And you can see some lavender in there and sage and thyme. It's just really a delicious herb. So the salmon is done. I smoked it and I have put it on the bed of lentils here. And hopefully you can see it a little bit better there. And that's your finished dish. So you have these beautiful lentils which have absorbed a mustard dill vinaigrette. I have a beautiful piece of smoked salmon you could grill or poach on top. And I've drizzled a little bit of the extra vinaigrette and of course garnished with dill. And this is a wonderful party dish because you can make the lentils ahead of time, you can smoke the salmon ahead of time, or you could poach it ahead of time and then assemble it when it's ready to serve. So I hope that you might try this recipe. If you need more details, let me know. And this has been Cooking with the Candidate. My name is Melissa Smith. I'm running for House District 20 for the Montana Legislature in Great Falls, Montana. Thank you and enjoy. Bye-bye.